Gen Z needs to stop acting rich and buying things that they can't afford. Be honest, have you ever wanted something, checked your bank account, and still bought it anyways? If you have, you're a part of 44% of Gen Z that has done that. It's just because instead of saying pay now, you're now starting to see a button everywhere that says pay in 4. That's the problem. A lot of people in our generation aren't broke because rent is high, they're broke because they're trying to look rich and using buy now, pay later to fake it. Buy now, pay later sounds harmless, right? It's just like splitting a payment. But what it really does is it makes people comfortable buying things that they can't actually afford. So in this video, I'm going to break down why buy now, pay later is hitting Gen Z harder than any other generation. I'm going to talk about the actual numbers behind it and the simplest way to stop impulse spending without feeling miserable. Here's the thing, I'm not telling you that you shouldn't be able to buy anything, but back in the day, if you wanted something, you had to have money there. You had to wait until you could go to the store, you would drive there, you'd see it in person, and you'd pay for it. Now, you could buy something in 30 seconds, sitting in bed, half asleep. The worst part is now, you don't even need the money to be able to buy something. Every website is basically like, no money? That's fine. You got Klarna, Affirm, Afterpay, whatever. Pay later. So instead of saying I can't afford it, it's like, hey, I can afford the payment. And with that mindset, that's how people are going to stay broke forever. Now, I'm not just talking. There's literal statistics saying that Gen Z is more broke because of these things. Gen Z uses buy now, pay later more than any other generation. One report found that 44% of Gen Z used buy now, pay later in 2024. Guys, that's crazy. Almost half of our generation bought something that they didn't have the money for. This isn't a small market either. The CFPB looked at these buy now, pay later loan data from major providers. They found that the total buy now, pay later loan originations hit $43.9 billion in 2023. That's almost $44 billion of people buying stuff that they didn't pay for upfront. And it gets deeper than that. The CFPB found that the people using BNPL, which is an acronym for Buy Now Pay Later, had 53.6 million unique users in 2023. It's not even a niche thing anymore. This is normal life. Almost everyone is normalizing buying things that they don't have money for. Now, I'm sure some people might be thinking, well, why does it matter if I do end up paying all the payments for it later, even if it is buy now, pay later? Let's think about what it's doing to your brain. Now, someone's got to say, bro, it's just 4 payments. What's the big deal? The big deal is literally destroying your sense of cost. Because when you pay something $120 up front, your brain feels that it's like, oh man, that's so much money going out the door. But when it's 4 payments of $30, you might be like, it's not that bad. And you end up rationalizing way more payments that you should have never had in the first place. And now you could do that on shoes, clothes, random Amazon stuff, concert tickets, and even food deliveries sometimes. But suddenly, before you even know it, you're going to be juggling enough payments to be able to pay a mortgage, but instead of having a house, it's just a bunch of random purchases you made 3 months ago. It's not even just that. People do this stuff and then they regret it. Bankrate did a survey and it found something crazy. Gen Z buy now, pay later users were the most likely to report problems. 66% of them said they had at least one big issue, such as overspending, regret, missing payments, and other problems financially. When you dig into what the issues are, overspending is one of the biggest ones. Bankrate's list records overspending as the most common problem across all buy now pay later users. So really, it's just a simple takeaway. A ton of people are starting to use buy now pay later on a ton of things, and then later on they also admit that it's messing them up financially. Now, a thing people might say is, but I've never missed a payment. Cool. Even if you pay on time, you could still get cooked. Just because you're not getting late fees doesn't mean that's the only thing to worry about. The worrying part is that you're committing your future paycheck to stuff that you don't even care about anymore. So you might be wondering, what do I mean by stuff that you don't even care about anymore? So the real problem is trends. Trends are also becoming the real enemy. So if we're talking about BNPL on why it's exploding so much, it's because self-control is under attack. We're all getting blasted with this short form content, whether it be Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or mainly TikTok. It's non-stop, and these trends rotate so fast now, it's literally insane. Every 2 to 4 weeks, it's a new thing. It might be a new water bottle, a new keychain, a new must-have gadget or some sort of thing, whatever. It's literally always framed as you have to get this, you need this in your life. So what do? You buy it, you forget about it, you buy the next thing. This is literally a cycle of consumerism. It's literally like we're on a treadmill. Buy a thing, forget it. Buy the next thing, forget it. It's just wasting all of our money. Here's my rule that saved me money. It's called the 2 week filter is what I call it. So this is something that helped me stop impulse buying. Whenever I want to buy something, I don't buy it right away. I know that might sound simple, but when do I buy it? So I wait 1 to 2 weeks before buying anything to see if it's not necessary. I'm not talking about groceries or not gas or not like real life stuff. I'm talking about the random wants. So if I see something, I'm like, yo, I want this. I don't just buy it that day. I wait. And here's the thing. Most of the time by day 10, I forget it even existed, which tells me like, yo, I didn't actually need that. I just wanted the dopamine hit of buying it. If you implement this habit into your life, you will save so much money. Trust me, I've done it and it's saved me money. So what is the real flex? I know earlier in this video I talked about how you need to stop acting rich. So what really is achieving real wealth? So I'll say it like this. Being able to buy something isn't a flex. Being able to buy it without payments is the real flex. Because if you need installments for everything, you're not rich. You're just making your life expensive for no reason. And look, I'm not saying never use installments for buying anything. Real life happens. Stuff comes up, you might have to use it in a pinch. But for the average person, buy now, pay later is being used to fund stuff that they don't need with the money they don't have to impress people who don't care. So what's the replacement system to this? What do you do instead of just doing buy now, pay later? So here it is. You need to kill buy now, pay later for all non-essentials. If it's not a need, you do not need to finance it, period. I mean, there should be no exceptions to that rule. Second thing, use the 2 week rule. If you still want it after 2 weeks, fine, but at least you know it's intentional. Third, start to build some sort of a margin fund, even $50 a week, because if you have that money saved up, you can stop needing to rely on these payment plans. That's the real win, financial freedom. I'm curious, guys, have you ever fell into the trap of buy now, pay later? What was your experience with it? And did you end up regretting it later? Please drop it down below in the comments. I read every single one of the comments that I get. And if you guys want more videos like this, real money talks, real stats, no fake guru stuff, please make sure to subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.